This is gonna be my May favorites. Holy moly, I know I say it every month, but it is really just going by so fast this year. I can't even believe that we are into the summer. This video is gonna be pretty short and sweet. It's all makeup products, which has not happened in my monthly favorites videos in quite a while. It's exciting to be excited about makeup again because I feel like I've just kind of been using the same stuff and kind of already talked to you about it, so I didn't want to keep repeating them in favorites, but this is all fairly new mentions, not new to you hearing about it, but they're just my repeat offenders from this last month. So we'll start with brushes because this one has been such a standout for me. This is the Sephora Pro Airbrush Concealer Brush number 57. And I was a little hesitant to get this at first because I'm convinced that I had a brush just like this in my embarrassing brush stash, but I really don't have anything like this. I have brushes shaped this way, but I don't have synthetic brushes with the same intensity. Density, yes.
What?
What are you doing?
She wants to be in the video. Can she be in the video?
She could be in the video. So this is a synthetic brush, 100% synthetic, and it's also very dense. And I use this a lot for my under eye concealer when I'm wearing it. This is not funny. But I actually use it more for the concealer around my face. I've been kind of getting in the habit of concealing before I've been putting on my foundation. Normally I do my foundation and then my concealer. Are we not cracking up at this? And if I put her down, she's gonna tell me I didn't take good care of her. So I've been kind of doing it backwards, so when I put my concealer on, I use this brush to just kind of blend it, not totally. She missed you. Not totally into my skin, but just enough where there's no lines around it, and then I take my foundation with a beauty blender or my Tarte foundation brush and blend everything else for the rest of my face. This is a really good brush to have. I'm really glad that I picked it up, and I've been using it non-stop. Another brush, I actually wanted to check to see if this was even still available. It's an old one that I've had in my collection by Sigma. It is a natural brush. It's white hair, and I really like the shape of it. I, again, don't have any other brushes in my collection similar to this. It's pretty long lengthwise and also very wide, and it kind of is tapered at the base and then fluffs out. And the reason I've been using this so much is for my ambient lighting palette from Hourglass. I've been using that as my finishing powder each and every day, and I just find that this brush puts the product on really lightly, really fine. It's already a pretty finely milled powder, but it doesn't cake on the powder. It literally just gives me that beautiful, just little dusting of glow. So I really like this for that. I'm gonna look for this. If I can't find this one, I'll try to find one similar. I'm pretty sure Sephora probably has one similar in shape. It's kind of like the MAC 129, but wider and a little bit longer. One new product that I haven't, I don't think it's new, but it's new here. I haven't mentioned it to you. This is by Kevyn Aucoin. I got a PR package sent to me with some of their products to try. And I've never tried anything from the brand, but always heard really good things about it. This is their Sensual Skin Primer, and it's in one of these fancy packages where you push down, it pumps the product out. And I've really been enjoying using this primer. It's kind of like a two-in-one. It minimizes my pores, kind of fills in my pores, and it also makes my skin really dewy before I apply my foundation. It just feels really good, but it doesn't have that silicone slippery base feel that a lot of the primers do. To me, it just feels like an extra layer of moisture. So I've really, really been enjoying that. This is a really nice primer if you have dry skin and you just want like an extra boost, especially summertime. I feel like everybody's skin's kind of on the dry side. Two blushes, oldies but goodies. Benefit Core Lisa, which is the blush I have on today, and Laura Mercier Lush Nectarine. They're essentially the same color base, but the Lush Nectarine has a little bit of shimmer, gold shimmer, and the Core Lisa also has some gold flecks, but it's way more finely milled and it doesn't really pick up on the skin as much as the Lush Nectarine does. Lush Nectarine, I feel like, is a peachier version of NARS Orgasm. I think NARS Orgasm is more of a pink tone blush. I've kind of just been interchanging between the two. The Core Lisa, I've had this blush in my collection forever, and it's just one of those that I just probably will always have. It's just such a good color, and especially this time of year, I just gravitate more towards these corally colors. I'm going to talk to you about my go-to highlight this past month. This is by Makeup Forever, And this is their Pro Light Fusion number 2. I believe there is a 1 or a 3, I'm not sure. There's a gold and a rose gold that they sent me. And I'm not a big fan of the rose gold. I just didn't feel like it had very good color transfer onto the skin. This one actually took me a while to really appreciate, but I've really grown to love this. And you guys know how much I love my Dior Amber Diamond, and it is a no longer available product. They got rid of it. So it's been really hard for me to find something that comes close, but I think this might be it. And I think I shared this either on my Instagram story or my Snapchat, but essentially when you're photographed with this highlighter on, your skin, my skin looks the same as when I would wear the Dior Amber Diamond, which is what I really loved about it. The only main difference is this is definitely more golden and the Dior Amber Diamond is more of a peachy color, but they're both very subtle glows. When you put on the Mary Luminizer, I feel like it could come off extremely strong as a highlight, and you really have to be careful with both the brush and the application. Whereas this one, you can continue to pack it on the brush, but it's still only gonna give you so much of a highlight and a glow on your cheek, which I really love. And I have worn this, I mean, pretty much every day this has been my highlighter, but I especially notice it in photos, the gleam that my cheek gives off. So it's really, really pretty. It's very finely milled. And honestly, it comes off on my face more subtle than it does in the packaging. And I think that might be why I hesitated using it for so long. I thought it was just gonna be gold on my cheeks, but really the payoff is a little bit different than what you actually see. Sticking with Makeup Forever, their Ultra HD foundation I've been using again. I kind of stopped using this for a while because the shade was a little bit too dark for me. This is in 128, but this time of year, as we're outside more and I'm getting slight tan, this is perfect. And this is probably one of the best foundations that I have ever tried. It has amazing full coverage. It is very buildable, easy to apply. I go right from the stick and I use either a kabuki, like my Tarte kabuki brush, or my beauty blender. Either way it works, and it stays throughout the day, especially on these hot days that we've had. We haven't had too many, but when we do have the hot days, my makeup stays intact. The ease of it, I like it for traveling. I've missed using this, so I really, really would recommend this if you're looking for a good coverage foundation, especially if you're looking for a good wedding day foundation, or if you're gonna be photographed for something. This is awesome. My setting powder, the Laura Mercier Set Powder, I hauled this recently and I shared it with you. This is in translucent. I am obsessed with this, and I can't believe I have had this missing from my collection for so long. I've been using it pretty much all my foundations, and really it's just been the Era Spray Foundation, this one, and my Milani Conceal and Perfect. Those are the three that I've kind of been using religiously the most. But this setting powder works with all of them. I love it the most because it does what it says it's gonna do. It sets my makeup, leaves everything intact, keeps it there throughout the day, but it never looks like I'm wearing powder. It doesn't stick to patches on my skin. It is a pretty, I don't wanna say it's heavy, but when I would think of translucent set powders, I would think of MAC Invisible, the Invisible Set Powder, or the Bye Bye Pores. They're really finely milled, almost silicone feeling powders. Whereas this one it's a powder, but it doesn't ever come off that way or look that way or feel that way on the skin. It just does a great job at holding everything in place, and I can't believe that I've gone this far, this long without having it. So I am really glad that I picked that up. And if you were looking for a good setting powder, especially for summer, and I don't really have oily skin, I just like it from a standpoint that it locks everything in place, I would definitely recommend that. That is a wrap. That's all my favorites from the month. I hope you guys enjoyed this. Everything will be linked below. Thank you for watching this video, and I will talk to you in my next one. Bye!